Welcome to the Instagram Stories for Monday, August 29th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. If you're not familiar with what we do on Mondays, we talk about what the head of Instagram shared on his Ask Me Anything, and today is no exception. Let's get right into the questions. There's some unique ones, which I appreciate because sometimes I get tired of talking about the same things over and over. One of the more annoying things about Instagram is when you work very hard on a post and your followers don't see it. You sort of feel like Instagram is preventing your followers from seeing your content. It's not really the case, but it's easy to feel that way. The question, please stop hiding our posts from our own followers. We all know it happens. Here's his answer.
We actively try not to get between people and their followers. Very rarely do we downrank anything. There are only very few exceptions for things like misinformation. But the issue is that most people have way more photos and videos from the accounts that they follow than they have time to see, so they don't actually see everything. That's tough.
It's true. If your friends are posting stories, feed posts, reels, it's not possible to see everything. You spend a good amount of time on the app, but you're going to miss things no matter what. Of course, it's complicated by the recommendations because now you have more things in your feed that are distracting you, especially when you have ads in stories distracting you, ads in reels. So I partially blame them, but partially kind of give them a pass on it because people do follow just way too many people. Next question. What is the most effective way to build real followers? Good question. He basically always gives the same answer though.
There is no silver bullet, but I will say one of the most important things is to experiment, try new things. Everyone's audience is different and what they're interested in changes over time. So try things, see what resonates and what doesn't, and then iterate from there.
There's a little bit of nuance to that, which I want to elaborate on. If you hear experiment, your brain might think create different kinds of content and see what resonates. However, experimenting could be posting the same piece of content over and over and over with very small changes in the first couple of seconds to see what people want to watch more of. Whatever you can do to edit it, maybe it's adding text or adding emojis, that experimentation could be with the same video in the same way over and over with just small, minute changes. So think about experimentation that way instead. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about cross-posting between Instagram and Facebook. The Instagram Stories is sponsored by #Slayer.com. Reach new people, build your audience, and grow your business with #Slayer.com. No Facebook login is required. You can sign up with your email address and get your first month free by using the code IGStories at #Slayer.com. If you don't want to type that into your phone, you can go there directly from the show notes. And we're back. The next question, what is the advantage of being able to cross-post reels from Instagram to Facebook? Here's his answer.
For most people, being able to cross-post your reels from Instagram to Facebook is just a way of reaching a broader audience. Maybe there are people who use Facebook who don't use Instagram, and you can reach them that way. But it's up to you, as it always should be, as the producer of the...
My 2 cents on that is always post your content in as many places as possible. You worked hard to make it. You took the time to do it. Let as many people as possible see it wherever that happens to be. Even if people tell you like, oh, Facebook's not cool, who cares? Who cares what those people think? Just post it there anyway. Maybe it'll blow up, maybe it won't. All right, the last question we're going to do today, is it true people can find my exact location when I'm using Instagram? I think this was some kind of rumor that was going around. I don't put any credence in that because no, people can't tell your exact location when you're using it. I'm not sure why people would think that. Anyway, here's the answer.
No, this is not true. This is essentially a chain letter, a meme. Precise location is actually an iOS feature. You can decide if you want to provide apps access to your precise location or your general location, but we do not share your location with anyone no matter what you provide with us.
Okay, that's going to do it for the questions and answers. I just want to say thank you for listening. A lot of times I know that you listen and maybe never send me a message, but you've been listening for a few months or a few years or whatever. Thank you. It really means a lot. I appreciate it. If you're one of those people and you're ever interested in chatting or connecting in some way, a Zoom, or you want to guest host the show, whatever, always open to it. Thanks for listening and be sure to come back tomorrow for more Instagram news.
I'm I'm not yet a member of the Instagram team, but my podcast covers many Instagram themes. But the name, image, logos are trademarks of Instagram and the LCC in the USA and every territory. Everything I publish independently until Zuck returns my DMs and starts to pay my salary. Not sponsored or endorsed, no lies, no fallacies. I use their logo with permission, not malicious or callously. No trademark violation, filling all criteria. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Daniel Hill Media.